Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming back to Del Chanel's 48th World, where we do all sorts of everything, but mainly we do soap opera reviews. Um, I just hadn't had a time to be able to get in and watch my videos for my soap operas, but nevertheless, we always come out with something on my channel daily. At least we try to, anyway. But let's go into this short celebrity news. This hype about this movie a biop about Tupac's life. Yes, anybody that was getting down in the 80s and the early 90s should know, or I guess early to middle 90s about Tupac and him and Jada and him and other friends in the entertainment business. But I never really heard of L.T. Hutton, but I'm not in the music industry like that. But he had produced this movie under his own production company, and Jada Pinkett just had a lot to say about it. She said he didn't do nothing right in her eyes. You know, the actors and actresses that portrayed both her and Tupac were excellent. They did what they were supposed to do with both characters, and they embodied it very well. Even 50 Cent had something negative to say about it. That, that wasn't like Tupac and this, that, and third. But that really what gets me about people trying to judge or give their perspectives on other people. And, I'm kind of guilty of it too. When I do my reviews, I'm only giving what they're giving me. But the difference between me and them and this whole thing with L.T. Hutton and Jada are going back and forth. And even 50 Cent putting his little perspective in about Tupac. I'm talking about people that are alive and they're giving me their essence. They're giving me their foolery, on screen where I can talk about it. Difference between Tupac, he's dead, or allegedly dead. You know what I'm saying? For our conspiracy theorist people. But basically, we don't know. Only the creator know, and Tupac can speak on what he likes, what he don't like, what was really true, a true depiction of his life. I don't understand why they never did one when he was alive, because he definitely had a lot of footage, visuals, as well his own commentary. That would be the definitely truth coming from him. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody tell the truth about themselves except for you and the Lord above, your creator. You know what I'm saying? So it has amazed me how, people can come in. I'm like, well, why didn't someone go and have a sit down table right, or even give Jada Pinkett some executive producers rights? So definitely you can get the right stuff when it came to her and Tupac's relationship, their platonic relationship. So, everyone can feel like they were portrayed correctly, Even in the new edition little mini Bob they did, they had all them guys on deck. And Bobby Brown said, yeah, they pretty much got it right. Especially with his character. Because he was there to put in that information or that perspective on his own character. Tupac is not there. Everybody can only speculate besides the people that actually spent time with him, and it was documented and seen for all the fans or viewers such as myself. You can see that they ran around with these people so they can kind of give their perspective of that person, but nobody really knows that person except for that person and the Lord above. And of course, we can change. Individuals change with the wind. Some people go straight for the greed, power, and authority of holding other people oppressed. Then you got the ones that are free spirited and they just only go with what they feel is right, or they have their moral compass that gauges them throughout their lifetime. And then you have the ones that like they gonna do what they want to do. They don't care who it hurts. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as they happy. So, everybody tends to gravitate to what they feel when they're living their own life. Some things may not be for the best and they have to go back and recreate things and, apologize for some things that went left. And then some people really do, excuse me, live their lives to the fullest and they have no regrets. You know what I'm saying? It's what they wanted to do. So nobody really knows Tupac. Nobody really, really know him, but like I said, if a lot of it seems like if a lot of input was put in and that series was documented, then you would come up with something much better instead of a lot of, speculations and perspectives. But you're going to have that anyway, regardless, when you put yourself on that type of platform for people to judge you or your work. You know what I'm saying? So, it's very interesting. So I have to side with Jada in a sense because, if she said you didn't do something right and she went on her Twitter, then you must have offended her in some way. Maybe her stuff was a little bit too boring and mushy and you had to embellish a little bit. But, if you're going to tell the truth, then try to tell it as close as you know it. You have documents to prove it, how they say now, receipts to get to, what is really being portrayed on screen because that is somebody's legacy that you're messing with, and it's just not right when it comes down to you know morality. And if you're only looking at it from the numbers perspective, then that's okay. But then I had another twist to my story when I was thinking about it and viewing because I haven't seen the movie, and it probably have to come to the dollar movie before I get to see it. I might see it on a Fire Stick or some other kind of means because the mixed emotions to me were like 95% that it wasn't worth my money, and my money is very hardly worked for, so I don't want to go just throw my money away, especially because I would say I admired him. um his his good points and his bad points, and how he was able to still stand up to what he felt what was right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was more so of a viewer of his work as well as his music, because a lot of stuff he was speaking was true, especially in his lyrics within his songs. So I could testify to that because, it was very well so relatable what he was talking about with the oppression going on of Black America and Black people and Black men in general. Um, then let me see. I wanted to read a little bit of what the Jasmine Brand .com had put out on their site. The All Eyes on Me production movie brought out by L.T. Hutton. It says, All Eyes on Me producer reacts to Jada Pinkett Smith's criticism. Okay, and it was written by TJB, was the writer for, I guess, the Jasmine Brand. Her editors over there, her writers. One of them anyway. It goes on to say, producer L.T. Hutton is reacting to Jada Pinkett Smith's criticism, the new Tupac film, he states. I'm kind of disappointed and hurt by the accusations that it wasn't depicted, or I can't remember the exact words she said. It all came from truth, or the truth, and all places and moments of her actual dialogue and ideals that Pac actually had. Hutton adds that people close to Jada had already told her about the film. He also says that he was respectful to those involved. Multiple best friends and people that eat dinner with her all the time have seen the movie and they loved it and they told her about it. They explained to her that everything was great. This was years ago. I want to go on record. I respect the hell out of Mrs. Smith. I wouldn't put anything in this film. Everybody watching the film, they would tell you I'm very responsible with everyone. And my sidebar would be to that. No, you very conscious of what Will Smith could do to your behind. Not necessarily physical, but where it hits hard, the money aspects. He knows a lot of people in the industry, and especially Hollywood. And I'm sure if one word got from his mouth to the right people's ears, you probably wouldn't be doing a lot of work in the music industry nor film industry. Okay, because yes, Will Smith is a heavy hitter up there. It's almost like Oprah saying, I don't want to see this person work. Or, you don't have my backing. And of course, who do you think they're going to side with? And they're going to blackball you, okay? The upcoming person that's never going to come up. You get my drill? So yes, when you know people in higher places, things happen. How they say, bullshit walk, money talks and bullshit walks. That's a true statement. I always try to have that on your belt of thinking. Okay, moving on back to the article that was written by one of Jasmine's reporters, Jasmine's brand reporter, says all previously reported on Friday. Jada, who was close friends with the late rapper, tweeted the following. And of course, she's just going in pretty much. If you go to Jada Pinkett Smith Instagram account, you can pretty much, well, I'm sorry, her Twitter account, you can pretty much see basically what she said. It wasn't worth me really putting up on the screen. But, it's just like, when you have people that were close to him still alive and can tell you from their perspectives of their recollection of time spent with Tupac, that's different. And then you have receipts to show all that evidence. Then you wouldn't have backlash coming from people that were really close to Tupac. And, if you would have got her creative mind, because she's also a producer as well, and y'all could have collaborated on certain things and maybe given her some rights, to the film. Maybe that would have been a better spinoff where she would have had a better attitude. I don't know. But those were just my perspectives. JasmineBrand.com has her own little editor's perspectives. Go check her site out. She's pretty much on point all the time with her commentary or her news articles that she puts out on her particular channel. But I'm like, I still don't, I'm not going to endorse going to see this movie. I really think it should have been a little bit more closely tailored to, him coming uh, into his own age and not really leaving a lot of stuff out, because you got to take the good with the bad, because Tupac really didn't start out bad. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a gangster by age 5. You know what I'm saying? He had a life. He had a life where it had encompassed schooling. Um, he was very fond of the arts and the acting community, as well as the singing, lyrically based community. And he just had a lot of different perspectives. And he wasn't born a thug. You know what I'm saying? So people need to really understand that. And when they're calling certain reviews that I read him weak or him looking, all punkish and this, that, and the third, I'm like, everybody, I would think, don't come out their mother's womb thuggish. You know what I'm saying? So we have to shape and mold our children. But y'all, that's all I had, and I'll completely keep watch all the story. And if I do happen to catch it by Fire Stick or, bootleg copy, or something else may come across my screen, how I may get, I folks be leaking it on Facebook, Instagram, any streaming service where I don't have to pay, then that, I'll come back and give you my commentary of it. Or not, it just depends on if it was, basically like, I don't remember that going across my screen when he was alive. You know what I'm saying? So basically, that's all I had to give. Hope y'all appreciate my commentary. Other than that, peace and blessings, and I'll talk to you for the next commentary on something I might bring out y'all way. Hell, I don't know what it might be. We might be talking about soup and salad. It's my channel. I can do what I want to do, and hopefully y'all would love it as well. But y'all have it a nice weekend, remainder of it anyway, and I'll talk to you soon for something. Okay, bye.